with you here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time, delivering live for European football picks and more here on the show today. We're going to continue our look at the World Cup with the 5-pack here for you on the games coming up here on Wednesday. Before we get underway, just a couple of things. Let you know about our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Then click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And also, I'll let you know about our site, tonyspicks.com. Take a visit. It's a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to long-term passes. You'll see our latest premium picks here on the center of the page, featured picks by all of our cappers, as well as our best bets. You can each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. You'll see multiple best bets up there right now on the site, so go ahead and get signed up because Paul has some best bets here for World Cup Friday and Wednesday up there right now on the board, as well as our $15 pick. Each capper can designate one pick from their card as a $15 pick to introduce their service to new and existing customers. And you see a lot of the cappers want to make a good impression. You see a lot of best bets there at 15, even including Paul there with the best bet for Wednesday. Our 3-packs offer great value there, so you can check those out there from our cappers with the 3-packs. And of course, our pick ticker, if you prefer to purchase picks a la carte, you can do that from our pick ticker. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Paul Aguilar. So find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Ready to roll here with another day of Soccer Picks Daily. Paul, what's happening?
Good. We had a push in our best bet earlier with Netherlands -2 goals. They won by exactly 2 goals. We already knew that this bet wasn't going to lose, but I think the Netherlands, they just played really safely. They didn't want to embarrass the host side. It was clear that in the last 30-40 minutes of the match, they weren't really trying. But still, I'll take the push. And moving on to the next matches, there's a lot of interesting matches in this match day 3 of the group stage, and there's a lot of traps as well. And tomorrow, I think it's going to be a very trappy day. So let's look at what we have tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow, we got a nice 5-pack here from Paul Aguilar. So let's get underway here with pick 1 here. We're going to get 2 games from this one. We'll start with pick 1, World Cup Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Tunisia taking on France.
Yeah, this is a very tricky match in the sense that France, they've already qualified. The only thing to be determined is whether they're first or second. Now, even if they lose this match against Tunisia, they need to lose by 3 or 4 goals, which is not going to happen, in order to lose that top spot. So France will probably, most likely, are going to rotate their squad. They're going to give opportunities to some other players. They're going to protect players, starters, who have cards. So it's not uncommon to see teams that have already qualified use their bench players in that final match of the group stage. And Tunisia, nothing other than a win, and a big win, will do it for them. So I expect them to go all out there. Maybe they can surprise France with an early goal. If you remember the match against Denmark, they were really, really active in that first half, and they could have easily scored on 1 or 2 occasions. So in this case, I would advise you to stay away from picking France. They don't really, and even if they win, it's probably not going to be by multiple goals. So I like Tunisia, leaning towards Tunisia plus 1.25 goal at -105.
All right, Paul Aguilar, let's find his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action for Wednesday, Tunisia and France. Pick 1 from this game. He likes Tunisia here plus 2.5 goals. The return -105. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. Be live with us to get the best numbers here with these plays. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. It's now time for pick 2 from this one, Tunisia and France.
Yeah, the second play is a lean actually towards the under 2.5 goals at plus 104. Again, I think Tunisia, they can surprise France here, and if they do, they're probably gonna park the bus and just stand on the result. But it all comes down to how the other match of the group between Denmark and Australia is going. So both these matches are played 10 a.m. Eastern. They're played at the same time, so as to avoid any mishaps. So I think there's a good chance that if Tunisia score first, we're going to see very few goals. So maybe you can parlay these two together, but I think betting them separately is the best way to go. So small lean on the under 2.5 goals at plus 104 here.
All right, Paul, I got to find his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com here. Tunisia and France. Pick two from this game. He likes under 2.5 goals. The return is plus 204. All right, you guys are tuning us up. Piselli, join here with Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you're looking for Paul's best bets, you can find it right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. All you have to do is click the link in the description and click the All Cappers tab, and you'll land right on Paul's handicapper page. You can scroll down, see those great records here, and also his plays that he has available for sale on the site right now. He does, as we mentioned, a couple of best bets for you going on right now over on the site. So get on board with Paul Legredos over at Tony'sPicks.com, as he's got his best bets for you up on the board, as well as his World Cup package. Get signed up and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you will save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Big Sale here, joined by Paul Legredos. As we now move forward here, looking at World Cup action for Wednesday, we have Poland taking on Argentina.
Well, this is another match that I would advise bettors to bet very cautiously. There's no need, in my perspective. I mean, if you think Argentina are gonna win, be my guest. I do have some futures in Argentina to top the group or whatever, and to reach the quarterfinals, reach the semifinals and whatnot. But however, here's the tricky part. This has been one of the most backwards groups in my perspective. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina by 2-1. Poland, they still haven't conceded a single goal. They've scored twice and they conceded no goals in this group, which is really weird to me. Mexico haven't even scored a single goal and sitting at the bottom of the league table, of the group table. So this is a very, very tricky group. And here's the thing, that if Argentina beat Poland, they're gonna top their group, no doubt. Unless Saudi Arabia somehow destroy Mexico by 3 or 4 goals. So if Argentina finish at the top of their group and Brazil finish at the top of their group, these two sides will eventually meet at the semifinals. So there is a tricky and sneaky way of thinking that maybe Argentina will want to finish second in their group, so as to avoid Brazil in the semifinals and only meet them in the final. However, if Argentina finish second, then they're probably going to play against France, and then maybe they have a tougher path after all. So all things considered, I think that Poland, they can play massive defense against Argentina, because Poland, with a draw, they're through to the next round no matter what happens. So I think Poland will play massive defense, and even if they lose, it's probably not going to be by more than 1 goal. So in this occasion, I'm leaning towards Poland plus 1 goal at plus 105.
All right, Poland at minus goal here. Give it that again. I think I might have duplicated it here, so I messed the graphic up again. Give them the play again. Once again, Paul. Poland.
It's Poland versus Argentina. We're taking Poland plus 1 goal at plus 105.
There you go. From Paul Legredos. Find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. We want you guys live with us, so you get the best numbers here with these picks here from our handicapper Paul Legredos. So let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by Paul. Next up here, another interesting one tonight here at 2 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday. We have Saudi Arabia take on Mexico. Pick one from this one.
Yeah, weird match. I mean, Mexico, yes, they can still theoretically advance, but they need a win, and they need to win by a lot. Saudi Arabia, they can advance with a draw. So if they somehow keep this match to a close draw, and they're waiting for what happens in the other match of the group, if somehow Poland are beating Argentina, then Saudi Arabia can progress as second in this group with a draw against Mexico. Or even if Argentina lose by more goals. So there's all kinds of scenarios that involve all 4 teams in this group, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a very, very low scoring match in this occasion. Of course, I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw a high scoring match. So don't go big on this match. However, here's my thought process. Mexico, they still haven't scored a single goal in the competition. They need to score at least a couple of goals in order to have a fighting chance, and even those might not be enough. Do they want it? Yes. Can they do it? I'm not really sure. So Saudi Arabia again, they might be okay even with a goalless draw. So I don't expect them to go, all out attack in this situation. So where I'm going with this, I'm taking the both teams to score no at minus 105, and this is a prop that hits if one or both teams don't score.
All right, Paul, let's find his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action for Wednesday, 2 Eastern time. We got Saudi Arabia and Mexico. He likes both teams to score no. The return, minus 105. All right, you guys are tuned to Stop Sailing. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern time. If you miss any of our picks, we'll recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on. We'll get to pick 2 from this one, Saudi Arabia and Mexico.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, they did lose to Poland by 2-0 in their previous match, but they were actually pretty impressive. Once again, they had 64% of the ball possession. They had twice as many goal attempts, twice as many shots on goal. They were much better than Poland, but Poland were much, they were clinical in their finishing. They only had 3 shots on goal. 2 of them were goals. So Saudi Arabia do not have the clinical strikers that Poland have. However, I think there might be value in backing Saudi Arabia with plus 0.75 or 3/4 of a goal. With plus 101, it's actually at plus money. So what do we get from this bet? It's essentially a split line between plus Saudi Arabia plus half a goal and Saudi Arabia plus 1 goal. So if it's a draw, you get a full payout. If Saudi Arabia win, it's a full payout. If Mexico wins by exactly 1 goal, half of the bet is lost and half of the bet is pushed. So with this line plus 0.75, you essentially get somewhat of security for half of your bet. So I think that's an interesting way to play this because Mexico have shown very, very little punch in this World Cup. So Saudi Arabia plus 0.75 at plus 101.
All right, Paul, let's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. You'll find him there. His best bets there. World Cup action for Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Saudi Arabia and Mexico. He likes this one. Saudi Arabia plus 0.75 goals. The return is plus 101. All right, we'll continue on here with Soccer Sale here, joined by Paul Aguilas. Before we get to our best bet segment, I want to let everybody know you can check out Paul Aguilas right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get his best bets. And of course, Paul, fantastic best bet record over on the site. 43, 22, and 8. Last 73 best bets, all documented over at Tony's Picks. We have a lot of big games coming up here on the World Cup here as we're into the match 3. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I have a couple of plays loaded. One is for tomorrow and the other one is for Friday. They're both best bets and they're both priced at $15 because I want you guys to get paid. And then, of course, we'll move on to the knockout stages where things are going to be very, very, very interesting. Of course, I'm going to have more plays. If you take those long-term passes, you'll get whenever I load a play, you'll find it in your email. So we don't really want to spam you. So, but if you get that long-term pass, you'll get all of the late steam plays, which again, I'm going to say it again for the new viewers out there that usually most of my bets are placed within a couple of hours prior to game time because that's when the lineups are released, and that's why I find the better edge and the better angle on a lot of these plays. So, and the best bets have been going really nice for me so far. 43, I believe, 21 and 9 has been going really, really well, hitting them at a 66% rate, which is really just amazing. So best bets priced down to $15, and of course you can always take the full package for a nice discount.
That's right, guys. Got to follow us over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just flashed the best bet record. It's been impressive here. Doing great work. Get on board now, Paul, with the best bet for World Cup on Friday. Get on board there. Also, a best bet coming up here with World Cup on Wednesday. So a lot of action for Paul Aguilas. You'll find his plays over at Tony'sPicks.com and get on board right now with Paul. Of course, we can also still pick up his World Cup season pass, the remainder of the World Cup. Remember, we're just into match 3. There's still the knockout stages coming up in the finals, semis, third place game. $149 is your price for that World Cup full package. Get all of Paul's plays here from the World Cup. All his plays, premium plays, including best bets, and as well as late steam. And here's the note on the late steam. If Paul puts in plays late between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time as a member of Paul's the World Cup package. That play is emailed into your email box. That's just on the late steam. We don't email all the member plays. You got to sign in and get those. But for the late steam ones, the ones that he puts in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, those are emailed directly to your inbox. So that's a great value there here with the World Cup full package. Getting the late steam here from Paul. Many websites don't do this. A lot of them just have a post time and that's it. But nope, we take it a step further here. If the cappers find plays they like here right near game time, they can post them late, and we'll make sure that play is emailed, programmed to you to get in your email box. So keep an eye there on game day plays here, on the late steam plays from Paul. That long-term pass, that World Cup full package, $149, will knock off $30 when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you 20% off. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you will land right here on Paul's page and scroll down to the bottom left is where you'll see the World Cup package. Of course, the best bets here on the top. You can use it on any other place, the best bets, or on the World Cup full package. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Brazil, joined by Paul. And Paul, it's now time to recap.
Okay, these are all plays for Wednesday, and again, it's going to be a trappy day, so tread carefully. First play is Tunisia versus France. We're leaning towards Tunisia plus 1.25 goal at minus 105. Second play is Tunisia versus France under 2.5 goals at plus 104. Moving on, Poland versus Argentina, 2 p.m. Eastern, leaning towards Poland plus 1 goal at plus 105. And then we got Saudi Arabia versus Mexico, again, 2 p.m. Eastern, leaning towards both teams to score no at minus 105. And second play is a sneaky play, Saudi Arabia plus 0.75 goals at plus 101.
There you go. The recap here from Paul Godes here with his 5-pack. Again, find his best bets over at TonySports.com by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab and land on his page and get his best bets that he has up there, or get his World Cup package at $149. The discount 20% off. A promo code will save $30 off that. Get signed up right now and access Paul's page by clicking the link you see in the description, then the All Cappers tab, and you'll get signed up. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. Make sure you tune in again here tomorrow live here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Bring in Paul. He'll give out his plays 5-pack here for you from the World Cup, so make sure you do that. All right, that's going to do it tonight. We're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon.